Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna play Baldur's Gate 3 and I want to show how you can find Raphael for the first time in Act 3. So you can find him at this Shars Kares, I don't know if I pronounced that right, if not, that's it. Uh, okay, so you can find him in this location and you're gonna get a big dialogue with him and you have to make some decision, but I'm gonna tell you from the start that those decisions are not final and are not something like a game changing. If you don't want to decide right now, I'm gonna explain why. She's gonna give you a contract, but we have to watch this dialogue that you can just take or you can refuse, obviously. So you can find him right over here at the first floor or second floor of that building that I just showed you. Just follow the path that I just showed you right now on your screen, and inside this room you can find him in a discussion with this guy. Depends what is your story until now. Probably some of you will find him alone, I'm not sure. Okay, you can find Voss right here. And let's enjoy the dialogue until the big decision, and I'm gonna explain what will be the consequences if you accept or if you not.
You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
I suppose You'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an elder brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me they brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the Hells. Deep in the Hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive. I must have. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely, but there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be, and if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
So here we have the big decisions. The first, I'm gonna choose not to take the deal, and let me explain what will happen. If you don't take the deal, you don't get the Orphic Hammer. That is an item that can just release the Orpheus, I think that is his name. And I hope I pronounce it right. And if you decide to take that hammer, the Emperor is gonna be upset with you, if you want to be honest with him, because you're gonna get a dialogue in your camp after this. No matter what is gonna be your decision, you're gonna get a dialogue with the Emperor. I'm gonna show you that part at the end of this video. So if you're gonna refuse this deal, you're not gonna take the hammer, but don't worry, you can just steal this hammer from his house in the lower city later on in the game. So that will be your first choice, the first choice that you can make. And also Raphael will stay here in this location, and you can just come back later to accept the deal. That easy as that. So if you decide not to take the deal, you can just be back again right here, and we can take the deal for a different ending. Okay, let's see what he's gonna say. You can just go later at the House of Hope to steal the Orphic Hammer. But let's see if you're gonna take the contract, what will happen. Okay, you're gonna get this dialogue. Now, like I just told you, you can just go back. As you can see, I didn't cut the parts of this video. You can just go back at him and sign the contract. Okay, you can just remind the term of the deal. You have to give him the crown if you're gonna sign this contract, which is gonna get you to a different ending, the crown of Carsus. And also Gale will not be able to forge or to give it to Mistra, this crown. So you're gonna lock yourself to a Gale different ending if you decide to take this contract. So if you sign it, like I'm gonna do right here, what are gonna be the consequences? Vos will be happy with the party, and also you're gonna get a legendary sword for Laezel. Okay, the Emperor will be upset at you, obviously. But something else that you want to do, very very important, I told you, this is not final. What you're gonna do here in this location is not final. You can just go ahead in that House of Hope and destroy the contract. You have to speak with a diabolist in the Devil's Fee, and just talk with him and infiltrate in the House of Hope and destroy this contract, because this is not permanent. I hope I made myself clear. Sorry, English is my second language, but I try to explain that this decision is not final, and you can get different type of endings no matter what you choose here in this room. But you're gonna get yourself a unique dialogue. And now let's see the discussion with the Emperor.
Perhaps a diabolist can offer some comfort. Or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
And here I thought you had half a brain. How wrong I was. You signed a deal with Raphael. What were you thinking? Because why would a devil ever lie to you? What if you change your mind about giving him the crown? What if you decide that giving Raphael dominion over the Hells is a bad idea? And anyway, do you really expect him to keep his word? You think he'll stay far away from you forevermore, or will he come knocking again and again and again? As long as he has that contract, he owns you. I won't allow that. We're getting that contract back. You heard him, right? It's in his god's awful House of Hope. We need to find a way in. I swore I'd never return to the Hells. But for your soul, I'll make an exception. Just this once. We need to find a diabolist. If we can find one worth their salt, they should be able to get us into that devil's lair. I'm getting in, getting your contract, and then I'm never setting foot in the Hells again.
Destiny waits in the wing.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you both of the discussions with the Emperor. One is gonna you telling him that you just signed the contract, the first one, and the second one is gonna be with him. If you don't sign the contract, he's gonna be pleased. So this is gonna be the first one.
Raphael, well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. I was absent for 1 moment. If there is one thing you can be certain of, it's that the devil will come to collect. But that is your problem. I will not let you put our survival at risk. I have Orpheus well under control. Stay away from him. Now come. We have an elder brain to destroy.
And this will be the second discussion. He's gonna be pleased. You're gonna tell him that you just talked with Raphael, but you didn't sign the contract. So those are all the outcomes of that discussion with Raphael, and all the decision and what will happen after. Like, subscribe, share, press the notification bell. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Love you all. Bye.
Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant. Tell me, you turned him good. I am glad, but be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come. I doubt this will be the last time. I trust that you will continue to. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your